Hello everybody, Ian Robson here. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we are in Hawaii. So here we are in Laie, Hawaii, and we are heading to Lahaina, I think that's how you say that, right here in Hawaii. I guess this is all Hawaii technically. Oh, apparently we've done this a little bit right here. Interesting. Or no, that's where we have to go. Never mind. So we are in Hawaii, checking it out. This is another map that came out not too long ago. And apparently it works together with the Coast to Coast map, which is kind of cool. So now I can go from Hawaii to New York if I really wanted to. In reality, I don't think you'd really do this kind of trip in real life because it's probably not profitable to drive a truck on a ferry or go on a ferry across there, but whatever. That's besides the point. Alright, so we have a load of, what do we have here? Tires from Laie to Kailua Kona, which should be kind of interesting. So anyways, let's get started. As you can see, I have the Peterbilt once again, and we are mucking around with that low-high gear set again, although I have learned a little bit more about it now, and how it kind of works. I feel like they changed the sound for the Peterbilt, for the parking brake. I don't know why. But that's a good thing, because it sounds cool now. Whatever mod that changes that, or if that's just the in-game stuff, that is cool. Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about the gearbox that I've been messing around with. I understand a bit more about it now. Ooh, grinding gears. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. So as far as I understand, there's low gears and then high gears, right? So the way it works is this. So you have low and then you have a higher. So that's like going from, like, let's say I'm in 5 right now. I'm in 5 right now, and the way that kind of works is there's one, let's say right now I'm in 1L, which is low gear. And then there's 1 high, which is like going 1 and 2 essentially. So when I switch my gear shifter to like a new spot, it's like I'm switching 2 gears, not 1 gear. That's the way it kind of works, as far as I understand at least. And now the way I have it set up, it goes like I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, but like I have, you can set it so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 high. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4 high, or 1, 2, 3, 4 low. But by going through the gears with if I shift my shifter, let's say, it's essentially like going 2 gears, as far as I understand it now. So it's kind of cool, actually. It kind of gives you a bit. You have to shift a lot more, I've discovered, but you can kind of like mess around with it a bit more, I've discovered. Oh, sweet. So like, you can do what they call floating gears, and I learned this from Mr. Moose. Technically, it was weird because I actually was looking in the information about. There we go. I was actually looking in the information about the shift layout setup, and I actually just Googled it, and I happened to come across this video, strangely enough. So, I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, so it's kind of a different setup. So you're like, right now I'm in 1 high, but like you can have 1 low. So this is, I have an 18 gear box in this truck. So if I go 1 high, and that's one low, sorry, and then 1 high, and then 2 high. So it's like whenever you go to like 1 high to 2 high, you're basically like jumping 2 gears instead of just 1. So like I'm not going like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going 1 high, 2 high, 3 high, 4 high, which is kind of like, which is basically like what is it? It's basically like switching, flipping 2 gears instead of just 1. So that's the way. That's, as far as I understand it, that's the way it works. So, and it's kind of interesting. So it kind of, I don't know if apparently that's what they do in real life. They have that kind of gear set up. Again, I don't drive a truck in real life, so I'm only going by what I know, basically. So, all right, this is our turn up here, apparently. So this is Hawaii, and from what I can tell, that's early. From what I can tell, it looks pretty cool. They've basically used a lot of the stuff from. Ooh, pay attention, Ian. They basically use a lot of the stuff from Oh, no, we need to go straight through the intersection. What am I doing? Basically, there's a lot of stuff from all the other areas in the game, basically, which is to be expected. There hasn't been, like, new items added or anything like that yet, so they're just going with what they have so far. Should I have fueled up? No, we're good. Alright, so... is this guy gonna let us in? Nope, apparently not. Oh, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. But Hawaii so far looks like very similar to other things, other areas in the game. And that's because they don't have much to work with, basically right now, right? So if you think about it, they basically have to use what they have from other parts of the game. So they can use parts from California, other parts of other areas. So they've put it together. But it's kind of cool so far. It's like it's a neat idea, basically. Being able to go from New York City essentially to Hawaii if you really wanted to, which I think is kind of neat. So I was trying out some other mods, but most of the other mods I've tried out so far have been kind of like how have they been like? They've not been as polished as the in-game stuff so far. And I don't think I have. I've tried a couple other modded trucks out, but I haven't found anything that's really like jumped out at me, going like, "Whoa, that's really neat." I tried a Freightliner Classic. I tried a Volvo VNL, and the Volvo actually wasn't too bad. It had a nice sounding engine, that's for sure. But in general, it was nothing too crazy. I liked Peterbilt's better still, but that's just me. Oh, apparently, you can do 129 now. Why? I took the speed limiter off the other day because I was just driving east coast to west coast again, and there's lots of spaces in there where you can drive like 130, no problem. So kind of like right now where we can do 130 technically, without a problem. But I should probably put it back on because driving at this speed just gives you a reason to just gives you a reason to make mistakes basically. So yeah, it can be a bit nerve-wracking sometimes. And often the traffic decides to slow down. Oh, this is our turn off here, apparently. Oh, these cars like slow down like really fast. That's why you don't get in front of a truck and slow down, basically. Because when you do that, to a truck and you get in front of them and you slow down, you're just asking for trouble. Especially when the truck's got like a really like heavy, like a dump truck, for example, or like a cement truck. You're just asking for trouble when you do stuff like that, because they're not going to be able to slow down very quickly at all. Alright. Let's stop. No one's here. No one's here. Perfect. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying the map. It's kind of cool. It's a neat idea. I like the concept of it, and I think it's kind of neat how they've added it into the game. And so far, it's worked with other maps. Like it works, as I mentioned, it works with a coast-to-coast map, which is nice because if you want to do one in the or do them both, basically you can, which is kind of neat. So I like the idea at least. And maybe we should slow down a little bit, because the speed limit is 50 here. That would be helpful. But it gives you an idea, like, you can look around. They've added some more green space in here, because it's Hawaii, and I suspect that Hawaii is very green. What is that? Some sort of pipe system for something? Huh. I'll stay on the inside lane. But yeah, there's lots of cool little things so far in here. I like it. It's kind of cool. Definitely, I'll put a link in the description for the Hawaii map. What I should do actually is make a mod spreadsheet for ATS now, because I don't have too many mods, so it's pretty easy to do. Farm Sim is a lot more mods, so it would take a lot more time now. Because what happens is, it's like, it'll be a situation where I have like hundreds of mods basically. Alright, we're just gonna keep going there, buddy, if you're not gonna get in front of us. It's a situation where I have like hundreds of mods in Farm Sim. So it becomes a big problem to find like the link that you have and the updated version of it. I don't know. I just, it's not the most enjoyable experience, which is why I don't do it. Only $700, buddy? Come on. Thanks again, Mike, for that mod. I like this UI setup. It's kind of neat. It's very compact, and it actually reduces the size of your mirrors as well, which is nice. Oh, there's oil here. Apparently there's oil in... This is what I expect to see in Texas, honestly. But I haven't seen it yet. But I haven't driven much in Texas. I think the Coast to Coast map does go through Texas briefly. But I haven't done a lot there yet, so soon we'll see what SCS has to offer in those areas, which is going to be the coolest thing, right? Like, that's really going to be interesting to see what they have to... What is that? Scrapyard, I guess. Jeez, it's really going to be interesting to see what they have to add to the game, really, because in a lot of cases it's going to be you know, you're going to see what they can offer versus the modders in a lot of cases. So, and that's what's going to be interesting to see, because the modders sometimes can one-up the developers. Like, you look at Farm Sim, for example, and you look at the mods that they're creating, or the in-game stuff they're creating, and then you look at what the modders are creating, and you can compare, and you can see that the modders are creating some pretty amazing stuff. A lot of times it's actually better than what Giants themselves are able to make. Now, admittedly, they aren't starting from scratch. The modders, a lot of time, they're taking the base of the in-game stuff and going from there, but it's still pretty cool. Like Timber's, all of Timber's tractors are all based on the in-game stuff, as far as I remember, except for the John Deere, I guess, that he has. But oh well. So this is kind of like a bit of a mod mashup of the Hawaii map, basically. Just showing it to you guys, showing you what it's like. So far, I like it. It's a smaller area, I guess. So you kind of get an idea of what Hawaii's like a little bit. I've never been to Hawaii. If you have, let me know if this is similar to what you saw there, because I have no idea. And these trucks are going just a wee bit slower than 100, apparently. And there's a right turn up here. There we go. Don't have much of a choice except to turn right, apparently. There we go. And a nice little shell truck there. Really? See, that's the sound. I think they actually changed that sound. I think they actually changed it to something. It's a different sound. I don't remember hearing that that sound for the parking brake. And maybe that was another mod that I've added and I just don't realize which one it is. Which is probably the case, if I'm honest. There we go. Alright, 129 over here. This is a nice little area. Look at this. Wow. Very cool. That would be a cool screenshot on the bridge. Bridges are always like the best places for screenshots. Like, let's be honest here. Actually, this side's probably not going to be better. I don't know if we can get. Can we get the sea in there? Not from this side, I don't think. Not without it looking really odd. So we'll just get a shot from on this side. Nice. Anyways, let's continue. But yeah, lots of cool little things added in this map, which I like. Because, you know, you take... So now, for example, you have to take the ferry, which is something that we haven't done in the base game. You don't do at all. So that is kind of going to be a neat little addition. So many gears to downshift through. Alright, there we go. We're turning right. Apparently we can start in 4 low, which is fine. I don't see anybody over there. Sweet. But yeah, I like the green space in here. This is it feels a lot greener in Hawaii than the other areas in the game so far, which is nice because, like I said, a lot of the map itself is pretty brown, I guess. Oh, sweet. It's pretty brown just because where it is located, right? So it's in California, which is green, and then you have Nevada, which I think is mostly a desert in real life. This is our turn, apparently. Oh, there we go. That was probably a bad idea. There we go. So this is one of the interesting things about this, oh, another hill? Jeez, they're killing us here. This is the one funny thing about this map I've discovered. Is that there's like some really awkward spots for stop signs. Like that one right there. And it works both ways, whether you're going up the hill or down the hill, I've discovered. So like sometimes you're going down the hill like on the other side here. And if you're not careful, you'll see the you'll see like a stop sign right at the bottom of the hill. It's like San Francisco kind of. And you're like, see, like here's an example, right at the top of the hill, which makes your life a lot more interesting. Like doing this as a truck driver, you probably wouldn't stop at all. You probably would just slow down like I did there and then just continue on your way. I don't know, Bill. I know Bill's an actual truck driver. What would you do in that scenario? Would you just rolling stop it? That's what I'm guessing a lot of people would probably do. Just based... Oh, another stop sign? And these stop signs, man. No one's coming. See, that's the problem. So if you don't, like, actually downshift, you'll just stall your truck. And if you don't put your parking brake on... Apparently we're sliding back just enough. Apparently for it to stall the truck. Yes. The parking brake's on. How am I stalling the truck? Alright. There we go. Watch there be a car coming now. Ah, jeez. But I definitely found with like this other gearbox setup, you definitely end up shifting a lot. Because like you have, I don't know, it just seems that way. In my opinion, at least. I don't know, but it's kind of cool. I was watching the Northern Alex the other day, and he uses, I think he uses the same sort of setup, but he's like hardcore sim. Like way more hardcore than I am. I just like having fun. But he's like, you know, doing it all proper, like. It's not my style, that's for sure. Alright. If I were doing it proper, I probably wouldn't have the engine brake on in town. Oh, sure. There we go. Another stop sign, of course. This is one of the funny things. Like, in this, I found in Hawaii, there's like, every turn, there's a stop sign, it feels like. Every turn. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it just feels like a lot when you're driving the truck. Because, like, you have to, like, go through the gears, and you're like, stop again. Back down to square one, basically. It's like, okay, let's put it into the first gear again. That's how I feel about it, at least. Let's roll down the hill for a rolling start. Oh, yeah. Another stop sign there. See what I mean? This is one thing I've noticed about Hawaii. There's a stop sign at every corner. Stop lights, stop sign. There's like no point of going until like 5, 6, 7, 8. I've discovered. because there is a stop sign everywhere. So like right now, I'm doing like 30 kilometers an hour, and like, while it would make sense for me to upshift, I feel like there's no point because I know there's a stop sign coming up again. But eventually we'll get to the what's it called, the port. And once we get to the port, then we'll be able to hop onto the ferry. Oh, it's green this time. Look at that. I'll take it. It's gonna turn yellow before I get there, though. Nope. Okay, good. I'll take it. Watch out for the cars. This is green as well. If it turns yellow in mid-turn, we're still going. There we go. And where are we going from here? Turning right eventually. Okay. Construction. But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out the Hawaii map. It has a lot of cool little features, like little towns. Like, it definitely is a bit more challenging in some of the areas. For example, with all the hills. Like, if you're driving automatic, it probably is not a big deal. But like, I know R.D. Allen, he uses that. Oh, that was a rolling stop. We're okay with that, right? That's what R.D. Allen does. He or Randy, he just uses an automatic. Even though he has a G27 shifter, he just finds it more straightforward with an automatic. So here's what I did this morning. You know when you make coffee in like a regular coffee machine with a drip, what do you want to call it? A drip coffee machine style? Ooh, this is straight out of ETS, this style. Or this, oh, that's interesting. See, they block it off there? That's nice. So they're like saying, hey, don't go this way, but that's the way I almost always go. So I guess we have to go in here. There's a little scale there. That's cool. And pay attention to where you're going, Ian. There you go. So do we actually go here for the ferry and not actually get on the ferry then? Ah, I guess we do. We want to go to Lahaina. Embark. Ooh, it's nighttime now. Oh, that was our truck still on apparently. Whoops. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Let's follow this area right here, I guess. I have no idea. Oh, I have been to this one, I think. This type of port, at least. It's not obvious when you first get off the train, off the boat, but you're like, I think it's this area. Hey, buddy. We're supposed to stop here. Look at that guy. He's like, yep, doing my job. Alright. Oh, Ian, that's the sidewalk. Whoops. How did I miss that? God, so he's taking wide turns, I guess. That's ridiculous. There we go. And we need fuel. No, we're still good. Where do we need to go from here? That's the real question. It's saying we need to go somewhere. Is it saying we need to go? Oh, maybe I need to go back to the port and then... Oh, that's weird. We'll just do a little loop here, I guess. Because apparently we need to go back to the port and then take the ferry from here to the next destination. That was not clear. Oh, it's green for us, buddy. Green for us. That was not clear in the GPS coordinates. Alright, whatever. Well, did a little UE around here. Like, there's nothing we have to... No, we have to go... Definitely go back to the port and then head to... Ooh, should have taken that just a bit wider, apparently. So, what I did is, because I have this gear set up now, I set it up to advanced shifter layout, so you definitely hear the gears grinding a lot more, which is kind of funny because it shows like how good or bad you are at some stuff. In my case, how bad I am in a lot of cases. Okay, well, back to the ferry. Nope, that's the pickup location. If you're picking up some cargo, and let's find the where is it here? I think it's over here again. Yeah. Back to here. And then we need to go to... Yes, there we go. Wasn't clear, apparently. Alright, now it's really night here. Fire the truck up, and I think it's just a short journey here. Let's see. It looks like it's just a short journey. How many kilometers do we have? 30 kilometers. Oh yeah, it's just a short little journey from here. But look at this city. Too bad we can't see it during the day, but it looks pretty slick. Look at that. Very cool. There we go. Alright. We're going straight through this intersection, and I like the Honolulu map, the Hawaii map. It looks pretty neat. I must admit that. All right. Hotel Holiday. Does that say Hotel Holiday? Yeah, it does. That's funny. Turn green. Sweet. So, like I said, I've never been here before, but I definitely like it so far. It's got some cool little additions to it, which make it kind of cool to check out, actually. Taking the ferries is kind of interesting. So, like, you basically see a lot of the same buildings because that's just the way it's going to work for a while. Until you have some, like, independent, I think they would call them assets, would be the appropriate word. Now you're going to change? No. Okay. No U-turns. Think I can handle that. There we go. And look at this. Very neat. I like it. There we go. What's that? Police department. Very cool. Look at this building. I've actually seen a building like this in real life. There's one in Montreal, which looks a bit like that. I think it's like the Congress building or something like that, downtown Montreal. It looks very cool. Merging. Put our high beams on here. Still 48 apparently. Apparently I shouldn't be speeding that much because it's still 48. Okay, we'll slow down. We will slow down. Oh, there's a 4-2 print. Alright. Huh, that's funny. You can start and turn the high beams off to stop blinding people. Green. Really? 2 cars are gonna go? Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Jeez. There we go. And our destination is coming up on the left, it looks like. Alright. Let's get in the left lane here. And let's take a look around here. Very cool. This is a neat looking map. Alright. Turning left. We'll stay in that gear, I guess. Alright, here we go. And our destination is coming up. So like I said before, a lot of stop signs. So this is where it almost might be, what's that? Almost might be more beneficial to have it in automatic in town. Just because of the amount of stop signs. Because they're like, oh look, stop. Oh look, stop. Mac. What was that for, Mac truck? Or maybe it's supposed to be McDonald's. Mac vehicles. Used cars. It's very cool. Car zone. Hot dogs. Alright, our destination is up here on the right. Did you hear the gears grinding? Yeah. That's totally because I have the advanced shifter layout, which is kind of funny. Is this it? No. Or was it? No, that's a service area. Alright. Arnie's finest furniture. Okay, cool. It's funny, now that I have this weird shifter setup, I need to figure out a better button, I think, for it. Oh, that was where we were supposed to go back there. Alright, guess we're going around the block. Or maybe we won't go around the block. Is that a big block? Looks like it's a big block. Now in real life you would get a ticket for what I just did there. But in this game, they don't make that distinction. As long as you indicate they're okay with it apparently, which is kind of funny. I shifted gears. It's funny, you have to be, you can't be so, I've discovered you can't be so vigorous with your shifting. You have to be a bit more like gradual with the shifting, I discovered, with the advanced shifter layout. Because you can't just like throw it into gear really quickly. It kind of doesn't play nice. Oh, look at that. Because it'll be like, you're not in the right gear yet. Shift gears now. That's what I feel like, at least. Alright. That's a stop, right? There we go, no one's coming. This is good. Now, make the appropriate turn this time, Iain. I feel like there should be a button on the... Whoops. There should be a button on the shifter, and just hit the button to go between low and high. That seems like it would be a bit more convenient. Now, where exactly is this drop-off point? It must be... It must be in here somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Wow. I'm blind, apparently. Jeez. How did I drive past that the first time? Like, seriously. How did I drive past that? That's ridiculous. One of the nice things about this gearbox is the fact that first gear, or what normally is first gear for me, is actually reverse, which is kind of cool. Because it allows you to it's easier to put it into first gear. Because before, what would happen is you'd have to like depress the shifter down and put it into like down and off to the right. And now it's a bit easier. Okay, they're gonna take that. I'll take it. That's such a cool sound now. Sweet. Excellent. 500 clicks. Seemed like such a longer journey than that. It's all the stop signs, man. Entrepreneur. Sweet. Alright folks, that's a little bit of a showcase of Hawaii. If you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more American Truck Simulator. My name's Iain Robson, and I'll catch you guys later.